Well, we're keeping the conversation going, talking about riding with Rocky. We still got Tara here with us with Walk with One Realty. We also got Nicole, and we also have, remind me your name one more time.
Jill.
Jill. You're the principal there at Coronado.
Yes, sir.
And Nicole, you're also Rowan's teacher there. So we'll start with you here. Tell us just a little bit about, of course, kind of what things were like with you getting into riding with Rocky and just kind of the response you saw from your class.
So Rock One Realty made the process very simple. They supplied me with everything I needed, the whole lesson plan. They gave me photos of all the listings. The kids got to do like a deep dive into each home, and then they chose the home that they wanted to write about. So it was very student-centered. They, like I said, they did a deep dive, and they were so invested to the point that their families became invested. They were going and driving by these houses. They were going to the open houses. Everyone was super invested in it, and it was an amazing opportunity. They loved it.
It's awesome.
That's pretty fun. Mrs. McElroy, how Coronado, I really think we have so many good schools, but
Absolutely.
Coronado is at the top of our elementary.
I believe so.
What is it for your kiddos in that age to kind of out of the box teaching? I mean, is that, back in the day, I mean, this is a pretty cool project.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of the goals in school is to teach kids that there's life beyond school. And this is kind of an eye-opening into a job market and a future possibility. And we don't just write at school to write at school. People write all over our city and the country and the world for different reasons. And this is just one little way to show them the bigger picture of why communication and writing is important.
So neat. What did you think when Rock One says, hey, we want to do something? I mean, whenever you have ideas, you bring that idea, but you never know how that's really going to impact. I mean, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Well, we were excited about it. It was presented to principals first, and then I went to Nicole and I said, hey, what do you think? And she's like, that sounds really cool. And like she said, they made it so easy for us and inviting, and they were so helpful and generous, and the kids loved it, and it was just a great experience.
And just fourth grade or other?
It was just fourth grade.
Just fourth grade. What is it about fourth grade to have a project like this? Is there, I feel like, you know, second grade, I kind of was learning third grade back then, cursive. Then fourth grade, it feels like you're kind of growing up. Like fourth grade, it all kind of comes together.
I feel like up into fourth grade, they're learning to write, and then once they get to fourth grade, they're writing for a purpose. And this purpose just happened to be they were being able to get connected with their community also, and they saw that, they noticed that, and I feel like that's just the perfect age, fourth grade age, to get involved in something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And so kind of talk about from both your perspectives. We'll start with you, Nicole, about just the point of pride that, of course, that the grand prize winner was selected from your class, that Rowan was the big winner.
If there was going to be a winner from our school, it was going to be Rowan. He's a phenomenal writer. Not only is he a phenomenal student, he is so competitive. And when he knew that this was a competition, he was like, oh yeah, I'm going for the grand prize.
Really? Love it.
So I had no doubts that he would be one of the top writers.
I love that. What did you think whenever announcing and everybody competing? And
It was very exciting. I could not wait to tell her that he had won. But what's even cooler is that we had so many kids in the top categories. We had lots of prizes awarded in the first round, and we just had a lot of participation and engagement and a lot of winners. And we were super pumped that the grand prize winner came from Coronado, and we're super proud of Rowan.
Absolutely, like we were saying, I mean, definitely it's got a bright future for sure. And so what's cool about this is not a one-time deal, this Riding with Rocky. So Tara, tell us a little bit about the future plans going into the next school year for this same contest.
So this year, we didn't really know what to expect. You know, it's our first year. We tried really hard, and I think we had a super successful year. We are going to continue it next year, and I anticipate more schools participating. We got some phone calls, because not all the principals had to opt in, but we got phone calls from other schools going, well, why didn't we? And I'm like, you got to talk to your principal. You should call your principal. So I think next year is going to be even bigger and even better. We learned a lot, but it was fantastic.
so neat. What do you want to say to parents watching, and fourth grade parents and elementary school parents? Because, I mean, and what about days like this where weather and, you know, give us a little encouragement. And I think writing does way more than just being in class. What do you want to say to parents?
I just express the importance of getting involved with your school, with your kids, getting invested into what they're doing in the classroom. It goes a long way because I saw it firsthand. My kids were coming back the next day saying, we drove by that house, we went to the open house, or my dad wants to see this house, or my mom, and they were super excited because their parents were super excited. So I think just that engagement.
Yeah, I would agree. It went beyond just the classroom, and it involved the families and the communities and the neighborhoods, and so it was a really neat experience.
Well, big congratulations, of course, y'all at Coronado.
you.
Of course, you're great teachers, great administration there. Of course, helping cultivate this next generation. And so, Tara, if anybody wants to get connected with Rock One Realty, what's a great way to do that?
So then go to rockonerealty.com or everythingrock1.com, and you can find all the information. You'll have our phone numbers. Just reach out.
Perfect.
Listen, Rowan Brown, don't forget that name. We'll be
He
watching.
might sell you your next house.
He
Who knows?
he might be. And what a cool, congratulations, Rowan. And Rocky, thanks for coming out. And again, Rock One. What a great team. Here's what I love the most. Y'all all love families. You have that in common. That's cool.
Yes, absolutely.
Very cool. Stay warm. And
You as
again,
well.
yeah, hang in there. And thank y'all for coming.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
You're welcome.